Welcome to our latest Adeptus Titanicus battle report, where we pit the loyalist Legio Praesagius, or the true messengers, against the traitor Legio Krytos, or the God Breakers, to battle over an irradiated city and capture key strategic locations and secure the population center. We'll quickly go over the forces today, go over the mission, objectives, deployment map, and then we'll get underway. We hope you enjoy this battle report, and let's jump right in with some forces overviews. Let's go over the Legio Krytos forces. In today's battle report, we've got Legio Krytos for the traitors, the God Breakers. We're running a Venator light maniple with a Warlord and Knight house reinforcements. The stratagems are Cursed Earth, Experimental Weapon, and Overcharged Cannon. The Princeps Senioris for this force is the Reaver Titan in the primary detachment of the Venator light maniple. It's got a Melta cannon on the left arm, a Volcano cannon on the right arm. The Carapace has Turbo Laser, and Corruptions are Frozen Soul and Writhing Carapace for a total of 360 points. The next two Titans on the list are two identical Warhound Titans. They both have Vulcan Megabolters on each arm. Their corruptions are Demonic Bile, Immaterial Shield, and Preternatural Grace. And the total for each of these is 260 points for the Warhounds. That rounds out the Venator light maniple forces. Next up, we have the Support Titan in the Warlord Titan. It's got a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon on the left arm. It's got a Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator on the right arm. Carapace weapon is Apocalypse Missile Launchers up top. And corruptions are Preternatural Grace for plus 20 points for a total of 520 points for that heavy support Warlord Titan. And finally, for Legio Krytos, there is a support banner, two support banners of Cerastus Knights, one banner of Acherons with the Flamers and the Chainswords, and one banner with the Castigators with the Bolt Cannon and the Swords. So that rounds out the 1,750 points on the nose of the Legio Krytos forces. Now let's go over the Loyalist forces in Legio Praesagius. Today's force from Legio Praesagius, or the True Messengers, is a Regia battle line maniple with Knight support. The stratagems are Blind Barrage, Concealment Barrage, Experimental Locomotors, Tracer Cloud, and the Long Retreat. The Princeps Senioris for this force is a Warlord Titan, and this was the king of the Regia maniple. The king has a Bellicosa Volcano Cannon in the left arm, a Moray Quake Cannon in the right arm. Up top, it's got an Apocalypse Missile Launcher. For upgrades, it's got Spark of Vengeance to get that wrathful result on a Machine Spirit roll, and Tracking Gyroscopes for a total of 510 points. The Queen Titan is another Warlord Titan, and on the left arm it's got a Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator. The right arm has a Macro Gatling Blaster. The Carapace has paired Gatling Blasters, and its upgrades are Bastion Shielding, Oath Banner, and Tracking Gyroscopes for a total of 530 points for the Queen. Rounding out the Regia battle line maniple is a squadron of Warhounds, two identically armed Warhounds, one with a Plasma Blast Gun in one arm and a Vulcan Megabolter in the other arm. Its upgrades are Bastion Shielding to get a reroll on those Void Shields once per game, and those are 230 points each. Rounding us out is a Cerastus Knight banner of 3 Knights. They're all Lancers for 250 points. And that is 1,750 points on the nose for Legio Praesagius. Today's mission and deployment is Seize and Hold with Flank and Engagement. For the mission, Seize and Hold, after the battlefield is set up but before either player deploys any units, players take in turn, starting with the player who is in control of the battlefield, to place 4 objective tokens within 18 inches of the center and more than 6 inches from a previously placed objective. At the end of the battle, both players calculate the total scale of their units within 4 inches of each of these objective tokens. The force within 4 inches of each objective token with the greatest scale within 4 inches of that objective token controls the objective. If the total scale of both players' units is the same, the objective is contested. Players earn 5 victory points for each objective token they control, and an additional 5 victory points if they control 2 or more objectives which have no enemy units within 4 inches of them, and 0 victory points are awarded for a contested objective. Our deployment type is flank engagement, and we will not be using any secondary objectives, nor will we be using any planetary effects, nor will we be using any battlefield effects in this game. For today's battle report, here is the table. We've got some great buildings and some ruins here in this sector, so we've got a little bit of a story to tell with this battle report. Our mission is seize and hold, and our deployment's going to be flank engagement. Troy, do you want to tell us a little bit about the story that we're telling here today?
Yes. So the heresy march is on. Legio Praesagius is defending this world, and the recently corrupted titans of the Legio Krytos Godbreakers are attacking. Some key points that we want to hit and or destroy, depending on how things go. We have a munitions depot over here, the governor's precinct, the administratum buildings, and then the command and control bunker off to the side.
Yeah, that's we were placing objectives and realizing we didn't need those two. Sorry, folks, just remove those real quick. So the idea here is that Krytos is invading. They're kind of coming in. They're trying to take these objectives from Praesagius. The true messengers are trying to defend. We are finished with deployment. Troy won control of the battlefield for deployment. So we have Legio Praesagius, the true messengers over here. We have Krytos, the Godbreakers over here. They're coming in, again, trying to get these objectives that we've already mentioned. So we are ready to roll off our first player. So Troy, you deployed thusly with our flank engagement. Tell me a little bit about your strategy, if you had any, or just kind of being a traitor and going after it.
Well, every titan here is corrupted, so I think the princeps have kind of lost all sense. But they're going to be pushing up to the best they can to
get those objectives, huh?
Yeah, for some dark uses with their vile allies.
Yes. All right. And so for Praesagius, my thinking was, hey, we're defending this. There's a concentration of objectives over here. So I've got my Regia Maniple, the king, with the Bellicosa and the Quake. He's kind of hanging out over here. The queen is being escorted by her courtiers. The queen's going to try to press up and hopefully defend that big beefy center, while the king is going to hang back and support, and the knights, being the chickens that they are hiding behind the building and going to be opportunistic as best they can. But really, they're a little nervous about protecting this area because those Krytos engines look big and scary. All right, so that is our deployment. We are getting ready to roll off for first player. All right, we're going into first turn to see who goes first player. So I'll be the standard box dice, and Troy, I believe you got some red dice. So first player, let's see. I got a 2 and you got a 4?
Yep.
All right, so Troy, you get to pick.
I'm going to go first.
All right, Krytos taking the Opus Titanica, turn 1. Turn 1, strats and orders. Krytos has first player. Troy, what are you thinking?
I'm going to play Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth! I love it.
Yeah, my Mechanicum allies decided to drop rad bombs around your hive city prior to the assault.
Yes.
So, playing Cursed Earth the entirety of the battlefield for the entirety of the game requires everybody, you and I, to take an additional Void Shield save.
On any hit.
Any hit. And for our knights to count all of their hits against them as 1 strength higher for the purpose of ion shields. Right.
That makes sense. So everybody in the city right now has got like a little bit of a sunburn. They're putting on their sunblock, right? But we'll all be rolling a little bit more shield saves and looking to wound the knights a little bit easier. Okay, so for my first stratagem, I am on the queen. I am going to play experimental locomotors, and that is my first stratagem. Troy, do you have any other stratagems you want to play?
I do. My next stratagem, I'm going to be putting experimental weapon on my Warhound.
Oh yeah, the one coming out of the deep water. I love that Titan. It's so good. All right, so we got to figure out which weapon gets juiced up.
Yes, on the bright side, they're both the same. So
Right.
it'll be interesting. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
And it's going to be
One-
the right-hand one, so I will be placing a marker on that to just keep a reminder.
Strong right hand. Sounds good. All right. I have no other stratagems I want to play. Take my strong hand. Sorry. Any other stratagems you want to play?
Yep, I'm also going to be putting Overcharge Cannon on Sun Fury Plasma Annihilator for the Warlord Titan.
Oh, fantastic. Okay.
So for the remainder of the game, his maximal fire trait is now a +4 instead of a +2.
Right. The regular fire is normal, but when you go maximal fire, it's +4, right?
Yes.
Got it. Okay. All right. That is all of any more strats?
No, that is everything.
That's all of your strats. You know, it makes life simple. I like that.
It does.
Yeah.
I'm also a big fan of the heavy hitter and not trying to remember a bunch of stuff.
Yeah. Orders. Troy, do you have any orders?
No, I have no orders.
No orders for you today. Okay. I debated doing a first fire on my king of the Regio Maniple. I decided not to. I am going to try to do a full stride on my knight. So, Cerestus Knight Lancer, command 5. Let's see. Nope. No orders for me. All right. So they're just going to move like regular. I do have an Oath Banner, but it's on the Queen, so it's not within 6 inches, so I don't get to re-roll that. All right, so no orders for you. I'm done with my orders. That's strats and orders. We're going to move into the movement phase. Movement phase. Troy, you were first player. You want to tell us a little bit? We just did all the movement, and we're just going to do a quick recap here. Troy, tell me about it. Just kind of moved everything up, right?
Yeah, so House Ken Racken just shifted to go assault and take the munitions depot on the western flank.
Yep.
I moved my Reaver coming up, initial assault on the bastion over here, and the Warlord was able to jump straight ahead. Thank the gods he has preternatural grace and can actually move in these games. And then both my Warhounds, also preternatural grace, are swinging in towards the Preceptor's Palace in the center, but offering covering fire, squadroned up, and merging their shields.
Right. Okay, so the only thing of particular interest was your Reaver. You pushed for powder locomotives. You got 1 heat on him, right?
Yes, that's...
Yeah.
But
no big deal.
He's got Frozen Soul on him, so there's a few things rarely things I'm worried about.
Yeah, agreed. All right, so for me, I just moved my knights up here. They're kind of hiding back here. Not really sure where we're going there yet. The king of the Regio Maniple moved up. The queen moved up. She's got experimental locomotor, so she can move for free. And then the Warhounds kind of came up again with the Regio Maniple. If the king and the queen are within 12 inches of each other, they can, if you pass an order, you can share the order for free on the next one. And then for the Warhounds, they get to share shields with a Warlord, even if they're up to 3 inches away. So there'll be some shield sharing there. So that's the movement phase. We're going to go into damage control phase, although it's not going to be particularly interesting. So we're going to do that and come back with a recap. All right, damage control recap. Really, on my side, there's nothing to recap. There's no heat. There's no damage. Troy, you rolled your Frozen Soul on your Reaver, and that turned out splendiferously, right?
Yeah, I'm hoping it's not the best my dice do today.
Yeah, you rolled a lot of 5s.
A lot of 3 5s, a 6, and a 4.
Yeah.
And just events and plasma, so that is one cool cat right there.
He's super cool. Okay, so we're going to go into the combat phase next. All right, combat phase, turn 1. Troy, you're first player. What are you going to do?
So I'm starting with my Reaver, Turbo Destructors. I'm aiming at your Queen.
The Queen, yes.
Queen of your regular
Now, what did she do to you?
She existed.
She was born. Maybe it was Maybelline. I don't know.
She didn't join the war match.
Right, so clearly you must die.
Yeah.
All right, so you're going to start with the Carapace?
I'm going to start with the Carapace, Shield Bane, and Draining, so I will be rolling the reactor dice with it.
Any cover on that, by any chance?
I can see more than half of you from the Carapace weapon, so
Okay.
I would say no.
Okay.
so
Sound good. So you need 3s to hit, I want to say? Or 4s?
3s to hit. Yes, 3s to hit.
Right on. 3s. Okay, so 1 hit and some heat on that shot, so I'm going to have to see if I can save that. Void shield save. Okay, so that's actually 2 void shield saves due to cursed earth. So it's -1, so I'd be saving on 4s. So I don't want to start losing shields quite so fast. So I am actually, again, we're merging shields here, but I will go ahead and push my reactor to see if I can get that voids to full. Oh, machine spirit! Okay, so I rolled awakened machine spirit, so I got to roll a command check of 3, 7. Okay, so I still get a heat, but now I re-roll my 1s and roll 4s to do shield saves. Okay, so 2 shield saves. Wow, I get to re-roll those. Thank goodness. So 1 shield goes through. All right, Troy, what's next on that Reaver?
I'm shooting melta cannon at the queen.
Yeah, right there. You want to
last template over the back end of her left.
Yeah, maybe get that Warhound a little bit.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, but first you got to hit. So you've got a little bit of cover from all the terrain in the middle. So that's -2, I think we said, right?
Yes, it's a 5-up.
Okay, 5 up, melta cannon, big scary melta cannon. Hey, it's a hit. Okay, so I think as we kind of looked at that, that was 1 hit on the Warlord and 1 hit on the Warhound, right?
But it'd be 2 hits on the Warlord.
Correct, because the hole, right? So
3 void shield saves on the Warlord and 2 on the Warhound.
Right, because of the Cursed Earth. Okay, so 3 ups on the Warlord.
All saved.
I think they're all saved, yeah. And you said 1 on the Warhound?
So it'll be 2.
Oh, 2, correct, because of Cursed Earth. So 2 on the Warhound, since they are sharing shields, but they're all 3 ups still. So 3 ups. They look good. They look good. Okay, thank goodness. All right. Whew, that was scary. All right, so melta cannon, and I think you've got, what was that, a volcano?
Volcano cannon.
Yes,
same exact place.
Yep, doing the thing. All right, 5. You get to scatter. D10.
Get the scatter.
All right, I'll hold this over him, and then you do your scatter. Looks like 5 inches, kind of directly back, maybe slightly to an angle. So we're going to measure that and see what that looks like. All right, so it was, you wanted it right there, right?
Yeah. So
5 inches back. Whoop, sorry. That clips him at least a little bit, right?
So he'll get 2 void shield saves.
2 void shield saves on the Hound. 3 ups. So 1 goes through. All right. So that's the that's the Reaver, yeah?
That's the Reaver.
All right, fantastic. So based on the Legio Maniple rules, since that Warhound got hit, he's sharing shields with all 3 of these folks. I'm actually going to take that shield off the Queen. So 2 shields down on the Queen, but obviously they're sharing shields here. So that was the Reaver. Over to Legio Praesagius. Okay, so for my first activation, I'm going to activate the Queen. She is going to select her target as the Reaver. So I'm going to start with my paired Gatling blasters on top. This provides a little bit of cover for that Reaver, so we're going to -1 to hit. So we're over 8 inches, so it's not minus, or there's no minuses on this shot. So it's basically hitting on 4s with 12 dice. Here we go. Well, that was a lot of 1s.
It's the best roll for an opponent.
Yeah, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, +1 for Cursed Earth, so that's 7 shield saves for you.
Take 7 shield saves on the Reaver.
Yes, indeed. Here we go.
3 ups.
Pretty good.
Yeah, 1 goes through.
Next shot would be the Macro Gatling Blaster, same target. There's 25% cover on the leg. So hitting on 4s at this range, I want to say. Yeah, hitting on 4s. That would be 3 hits, but 4 because of Cursed Earth. 4 shield saves.
Still 3 ups. 2 go through.
Lost a couple there, yeah.
That's okay.
Yeah,
That's
no,
okay.
no big. You still got shields.
And Frozen Soul.
And the Frozen Soul. All right. So where are your shields at on that guy now?
That was 2 that dropped down.
Yeah.
I'm at 4 up. 1 more tick to drop them.
Got it. Okay. Last gun for the Queen is the Sun Fury Plasma. I am not firing it on maximal fire. Again, 25% cover covering that leg. So we're going to say hitting on 4s. Actually, is that correct with the range? Yeah, no range modifiers. So 4s. Well, that's a lot of hits. So that's actually 5 hits with Cursed Earth. 5 hits.
5 shield saves. 4 ups.
Here we go.
Oh, it's down.
Well, Yeah. It's,
No, his shield. He's only got one tick.
Yeah,
left,
yeah,
so his
yeah.
shields are gone.
Yeah. Okay, gotcha. So shields on that bad boy is down. All right, Troy, over to you. All right, Troy, what's next for you?
Apocalypse missile launchers from the Warlord Titan to the Queen.
Okay, got it. So Apox, we saw that there was no real cover modifiers there. So are you under 30? Or I think you're, are you above or below 30 on that?
26.
26, okay.
Which is, yeah.
Nothing, right?
Nothing.
Okay, so no modifiers there.
No.
All right, so hitting on 3s, I want to say, right?
Yes, hitting on 3s.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll 5 at a time.
Right on. Here we go. It's like 3 there.
So 3
3
hits.
plus another 5 dice.
That's a 6.
Yep. So another 4, looks like.
4, so 7, and you'll take 8 void shield saves.
Right, because of Cursed Earth. All right. Okay, so that's 8 missile hits coming in. I'm going to do voids to full, see what happens. For free. That's awesome. Still saving on 3s, re-rolling 1s. Well, how do? Okay. Let's see what happens here. Not much good that did me. So that's 2 shields down, and I will take that off the group here, sharing shields.
Alright, now is the Warlord's Bellicose Volcano Cannon. 25% obscured from the Volcano Cannon, so I'm definitely going to be rolling.
Need a 4 to hit on
4s
that, I
to
want to
hit.
say, yeah.
Yep. But I'm gonna throw some pie plates at you.
Gonna kind of do the thing where we hit everybody.
I want to hit everybody.
Yep, got it. Okay.
Strain as much of your void shields as possible.
For sure.
So let's see what happens on
Yeah.
that one.
Roll your heat too. Well, that's definitely a hit. You needed a 4 to hit. This could modify things. Oh, 2 heat. All right.
that's
So
a
no
little
machine spirit. So that's a valid hit. No worries.
Demonic entity. Remember that.
Oh yes, which is different, right?
It's different and scarier.
Yeah, it's more delicious.
Ooh.
It's fun for girls and boys. All right. Okay, so that means 2 voids here, 1 void here, 1 void here. Yeah.
So yes. So 3, 2, and 2.
Plus the Cursed Earth, right? Okay. Okay, 3 void shields on the Queen on 3s. So 1 goes through, and then 2 void shields on the back hound. 1 goes through, and then 2 void shields on that hound. 1 goes through. Happens here. I took the void shields off the hounds. So this guy's on his last pip of shields. I took 1 void shield off of this fella and 2 void shields off of this guy. So that's where we're currently at. We're still at 3 up saves, but everyone's starting to lose some shields. So that's what. Okay, so next up for me, I'm going to activate my Warhound Titan Squadron. I'm at about 17 inches range here, 20 inches range here. So long range on the plasma blast guns. There's no intervening cover, so that's basically hitting on 4s. I'm just going to drop that template right dead center on him. So hitting on 4s, probably some scatters. Let's see what happens. So first Warhound. Those would be 2. Oh, I should have rolled. Oh, I rolled the location with the damage. Okay, so 2 direct hits there. Oh, and maximal fire, by the way. And then for the next guy, again hitting on 4s. 2 direct hits there. So let's do these in pairs. Okay, so the first hound's direct hits 4 dice and location. All right. So 1s do nothing. I hit you in the head. Since I'm at long range, Praesagius special rule, I can re-roll location to the special. Okay, so that's probably, I think that's not weapon. That's body,
That's
right?
body.
Right. Okay. So strength 10, and then a 12, and then a 14 to the body.
Okay. So that is a direct hit and a devastating hit to the Reaver's body.
Okay, got it. And then, all right, for the second one. Again, 4 dice, random location. 1s do nothing. Head, not sure I like that. I'm going to re-roll that for long range. Leg, yeah, not terrible. So that's strength 10, a 12, and a 15.
That is direct hit, and critical hit.
All right, so that's pretty much all the Warhounds can do. Mega Bolters are going to be completely useless here. So that's them. Okay, so actually the Vulcan Mega Bolters, now that the body is damaged, can't actually do this. So normally I would have done these together, but we kind of hammered it out, and I think it's good if we target the body here. So this Warhound is going to fire his Vulcan Mega Bolter. I'm 17 inches away. That is no penalty to range, but I am targeting the body. So that means I'm normally hitting on 3s, I hit on 5s, rapids on 6s. So 6 shots, Vulcan Mega Bolter. Okay, so that's actually not too bad. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 hits against the body. Now, in order to do anything, I got to roll a 6. Actually, you're right. Actually, if I need to do anything, I need to roll a 5 because it's +1 damage on the body. Oh dear Lord. Okay, so that would be. Normally, it's strength 4, strength 5, so 10, 10, and 11.
So that's 3 direct hits.
Okay. All right, Troy, your activation next. What you got? The Knights and you got the Warhounds.
Well, I mean, truth be told, there's nothing for them to shoot at, and he's out of range, and he is just a hair's breath out of his 20 range. Because, you know, I like running Burt Hounds, so
they're the best.
They are, but there are limitations.
Yeah, agreed. So I guess there's no more combat that you can prosecute this turn. My Knights can't do anything, so really what's left for me is the King Warlord. So let's go ahead and activate him. Okay, last activation for turn 1. This Warlord is going to target the Reaver. His body is really being banged up. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the APOC missile launchers. It's long range. It's 31 inches away, so that's +1. So hitting on 2s, but I am targeting, which means I'm hitting on 4s. I'm targeting the body. So 10 dice, hitting on 4s. Let's get rid of these misses. Okay, that's pretty darn good. Okay, so that many hits. Now, he's already 3 damage on the body, strength 4, so that's basically a 7. I need a 10 to do anything on the body, so I think I need 3s. 3s are fun here. Mm-hmm. All right, here we go.
And he's gone.
I think that's going to be engine kill. All right, engine kill. We're going to roll that up and see what happens. Okay, engine kill on that Reaver. Let's roll that D10 to see what happens on the catastrophic damage table. A 5. I believe that's wildfire, is it not?
That is wildfire.
All right, take your pound of flesh on the way down. I love it. So you're hitting on 5s. You got to roll to see which direction you point, right?
Roll to see direction.
Yep.
And
kind of what you're doing right now, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's almost perfect.
Boom. All right, neat. And then
Well,
shoots each of his weapons that's not disabled, which thankfully you've only been hitting his core.
Right.
It's chest day today, I suppose.
Yep. Basically kind of cored him, didn't I?
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
I have to target the nearest unit, friend or foe. Luckily, that's
That's
you,
the Queen.
Lord.
Yep.
Let's see if I can commit regicide today.
I love it. Do it. Do it.
Straight line of sight. Ballistic skill is 5 up, and then it'll fall, which we'll deal with in a little bit.
Now, so you don't do any special things like maximal fire or shield bane or any of that stuff?
No, it's just going to be standard shots.
Right.
So we'll start with the turbo laser.
Yep, do it. Hitting on 5s, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Last minute carapace ride.
Yeah, well, that would have been cool.
For the Mega Bolter.
2 shots.
2 shots. 1 hit, 1 miss. No,
you need 5s. No hits. Yep.
Hits. I always forget.
Yeah, no worries.
All right,
so hitting on 5s.
And then we'll go ahead and just put it at the exact same spot it was shooting before.
Melta or Volcano?
We're going to start with Melta.
Okay,
same
gonna
spot
put it
so it can hit all 3. Or the back one.
I think with this one you're only going to be able to hit the back.
That's fine.
Warhound. Yeah.
I think I'll just do that for both of them.
Yeah.
The next 2.
Yep.
So let's see if it hits, and it does not hit.
No hit. Scatter. Let's see where.
That's a D10.
Mm-hmm. D10 scatter. Here we go.
10 inches that way.
So let's do a quick measurement. Yeah. So a quick measure on that one. That one's clearly even off the board a little bit. So no hit on the volcano cannon. You've still got a melta cannon.
No, that was the melta cannon.
Oh, that was. I'm sorry.
So
you're right.
now
That was the
shooting
melta.
The volcano cannon.
Same place.
Same exact place. Hit.
Hit. All right. So
3.
3 void shields.
2.
2 void shields. Right. Okay. So with Cursed Earth, there's 3 void shields on the Queen and 2 void shields on this Courtier. So for the Warlord Titan, I'm going to go voice to full for heat. So that means I'm rolling 3s, re-rolling 1s. Thank goodness for re-rolling 1s. That's a 3 there. Sorry for the glare, folks. Okay, so the Warlord's okay. And then for the War Hound, I'm just going to take those. So 2 dice, 3 ups. I think we're okay. Oh, gosh. All right, so I got to take care of that heat on the Warlord. But that means now I think he spins and falls in a rando direction, I want to say. Mm-hmm. All right. Go for it, yeah. Kind of straight back, huh?
Off the board.
Off the board. Okay, so kablooey, engine, kill. Okay, we are now at end phase, turn 1. That was a great turn 1. Lots of shooting going on there. So the only thing, there's no critical damage to mitigate for either side. I do have experimental locomotors that I need to roll for the Queen. So on a 1, bad things happen. I rolled a 4. Boy, that kind of gives you a little bit of pucker factor when you see that particular 4 on the dice. Okay, so locomotors there are okay. We're going to go into first player roll-off for turn 2. All right, turn 2, first player roll-off. Let's see who gets the opus. I rolled a 2 again.
I rolled a 4.
All right, your choice. What do you want to do first? Or what do you want to do?
I want to move and shoot first.
You want to be first. Okay, so the opus stays with Troy and Krytos. Okay, turn 2, strats and orders. Troy, no strats for you, or do you have strats you want to play?
No strats.
No strats for you. Okay. Over to me. There is one strat I want to play. I am going to play Blind Barrage on the Queen, the Regia Maniple. So that is on her, him, or it. Troy. No strat. That's the only strat that I want to play. Troy, do you have any orders you want to play? Mm-hmm. No orders. Okay. No orders for me as well. We're going to keep it at that. Okay, so that's strats and orders. We're going to go directly into the movement phase. Turn 2 movement phase. We are all done. There was no orders for first fire or anything like that, so it's just pure movement. Troy, you were first player. Looks like you just kind of moved everybody up, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just split the Warhounds around the Preceptor's Palace, drove the Warlord up.
Yep.
And then the Knights just shifted a little bit for the benefit of their weapons, but I want to maintain them close to the objective.
Yeah, they got just a little closer. So my Knights started the game back here. They went from cover to cover. I just kind of moved them over here. I think we're going to see some knight-on-knight action. I did power to locomotors on my King. I rolled Awaken Machine Spirit. I did pass my command check, so he took a heat and just moved up 6. The Queen did a full 6-inch movement with the experimental locomotors and just kind of did a turn for 1 heat on power to stabilizers. And then the War Hounds up there just kind of keeping close to their Queen. So that is movement phase. We're going to go directly into a recap for the damage control phase. All right, turn 2, damage control recap. Troy, do you want to since you're first player, do you want to walk us through what you did?
I just bled off heat from my Warlord. That's it.
Okay, just heat. All right, so look, is he in the green?
Yeah, he's in the green.
Right on. Okay, so for me, the King had 1 heat. I bled that off. The Queen had some heat and quite a few void shields down. I rolled pretty well on my Servitor Clades there, so she gained 3 shields back. She's back to 3 ups. And then both War Hounds had some shields down. So this one still has 1 shield down. This one has all of its shields, so it's fully shielded. So just raising some shields on my end for the most part, except for 1 heat. All right, that is damage and control. We're going to go directly into the combat phase. Turn 2, combat phase. Troy, your first activation. What are you thinking about doing?
Activating the squadron.
The Squadron of the Warhounds?
Yeah, they're
Okay.
both going to be attacking the king.
Okay.
So we're going to start with
The
this
king.
one first.
All right.
And just to verify
Range.
I'm
Sometimes it's not good to be the king, especially when all those Vulcan Megabolters are coming at you.
and I'm certain that he is there within 20.
Yeah, you're definitely within 20.
Doesn't give me any bonuses, but
At least you can hit.
At least I can shoot.
Yep, and there's no obstruction, so it's clear shot, 3 ups. Right?
Yep. So we're gonna start with his first Mega Bolter shot.
Okay.
So that is
Couple rapids in there. Yeah.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Yep, so that's 6 hits. Okay, and against my shields, I am going to do power or voids to full for a heat. All right, and so that you said that was 6, right?
That was 6, 7.
7 because of cursed earth, right? All right, 7 shots or 7 hits. 3s, re-rolling 1s. Well, thank goodness for the re-rolling 1s, right? So that looks like 2 go through. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Yep. Okay, so 2 go through on that warlord. All right, next gun.
Same thing.
Hitting
Mega
on
Bolter,
3s.
Hitting on 3s. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 8.
8 total.
8 shield saves.
Yep. Okay, so I am going to do the same thing. Power to machine or power to voids for another heat. All right, so still on 3s, and you said 8.
8.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. All right. 3s, re-rolling 1s. Re-roll that one, so that's at least 1 down with the 2, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so 1 more shield goes down. Okay, you want to do the next guy in your squadron there?
Yeah, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start with the non-maximal fired one that I have the experimental weapon on.
Yep.
Just in
Case. Good idea.
All right.
So
Same
hitting
thing.
on 3s.
Yep, same thing. Hitting on 3s. 2, 4, 5, 6.
Okay.
So 7 void shield saves.
Okay. This time I'm going to use my Bastion shielding to get it for free. I'm on 4s now. So you said it's 7 shield saves?
7 shield saves.
All right, so I'm burning his Bastion shield. 7 shield saves. 4s re-rolling. Ooh, I think that's going to be shields down, my friend.
3 down.
3 down. More than
4
that.
down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 down. So I'm pretty sure that is shields down.
All right. So now I'm going to do the one that has the experimental weapon, which I have to declare maximal fire on it.
Right.
Period. I am calling shots for your body because
Okay.
I need
Softest. Yeah.
I need 6s.
Right. So hit first on 3s, right?
Yes. So hit first on 3s.
And this is-
no called shots.
No call shots, maximal fire, right?
So it's called shots. Hit first on 5s.
Oh, okay.
So
Yep.
maximal fire. So strength 6.
So 1s are heat, 5s hit, 6s are rapid.
Yes.
Right. All right, here we go. No heat. That's good for you. And you've got 2 from that, and then 1 more, so 3 total.
Yeah. So I have. 3 shots because
3 shots hit.
2 and then there. So 3
Right.
shots hit.
Yep, and you're targeting the body, so no need for location dice.
Yep. And I just need 6s.
Yep, you need a 6. Do it.
Oh, that doesn't.
Oh God, dice down.
All right. Ready?
All right, 6s are fun.
And I got 1.
You got 1. All right, so that's
A 12.
a 12 to the body. Yes, that is 1 direct hit to the body. So he's taking, his shields are down, and he's taking a little bit of
Structural damage.
yeah, a little bit of structure damage on the body. All right, that's it for him, right? Or for that squadron, I want to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, over to Praesagius. Okay, so for my first activation, I'm going to activate the king. He is going to target the warhound on this side of the governor's palace. Let's see. So you have Immaterium Shield, if I'm not mistaken, right? All right. So he's normally hitting on 3s. There's no intervening cover. He's got Immaterium Shield, so that's -1. So I'm hitting you on 4s. Yep. All right. Here we go. Take some of the misses out of here. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
9.
Plus 9. 1 plus 9. That would be amazing. Plus 1 to make it 9 for the Cursed Earth. So 9 shield saves. All right, 9 void shield saves on that Warhound. Void's to full, maybe?
Void's to full.
Let's do it. Do it. Oh, for 1 heat. Not bad. Not bad. Okay, so 3s re-rolling 1s for the shields. Get this one out because that's your heat dice. Okay, so that was 1 shield total goes down?
Yes.
Very good saves. All right, so next up on my Warlord, the King Warlord, I'm going to take his Quake Cannon. I'm going to target this Warhound. I'm going to kind of put it right there. So given Immaterium Shield and short range on Quake Cannon, I'm hitting on 5s. So I need a 5 to hit. Nope, scatters. We're going to scatter a D10.
Preferably back your way. If you don't
Right.
mind.
Let's do that. If I can find my
Yeah,
scatter
you got
dice.
2 Warhounds and a Warlord that could use some...
Use some love.
That's not what I would call
Yeah,
it. But
well, it depends on how you define love.
true.
All right, so scatter. 1 inch, so I'm going to assume that's still kind of... We're just going to do that, right?
yeah.
So I'm going to call that 2 hits because of the hole, 3 hits because of Cursed Earth.
Okay.
To your shields. All right, 3 4-ups on your shields for that guy. You lost 1 shield. Yep, okay. So you're still on 4s, I'm assuming.
Yes, still on 4s.
Yep, right on. All right, last gun on this guy. I'm going to do the Volcano Cannon, the Bellicosa Volcano Cannon. I'm going to do the exact same thing as before. First, I need to roll to see if I get any heat. So for free is great. And I need a 5 to hit because of Immaterium Shield. And actually, no, I'm sorry. I just need a 4 to hit because there's no range modifier on the Bellicosa. So 4s to hit. So that will be 2 shield saves plus 1 because of Cursed Earth. All right, 3 shield saves on 4s, I want to say. Are you going to do power or voice to full?
Void's to full.
Voids to full. Good idea. 4 heat.
This Warhound's probably going to die anyway. It's
Well, so 4s re-rolling 1s. 3 shots, or 3 hits. Here we go. Shields are down. That's all I needed. But it was unfortunate that I had to take the big guns on the Warlord to do that, but shields are down. All right, so that is my activation. Over to you, Troy. All right, Troy, your activation. What's up?
I'm activating Warlord.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna do the Bellicoso first. I can't do anything with the Apox just because of the corridor fire.
Well, because you're targeting the king and not the queen,
Yeah,
right?
I'm targeting the king and not the queen.
Right, because you don't have tracking gyros on those. So we measured arc. The king is definitely in arc, but not for the corridor ones, right? So you're taking your big guns, given that the king's shields are down, and you're hoping to lay down some hurt.
I'm gonna do something. Yeah.
Yeah, you're gonna do something for sure. All right. Which one do you want to do first?
Bellicoso.
All right.
You could put a dead center over it.
Yeah, just tap dead center on that bad boy. So you need, I want to say you need a 3, right?
But I'm gonna roll reactor first.
Oh, good point.
For
For free. That's the right
best
cost.
price.
That's right. We like free.
All right, and then I need a 3. And I get it.
You get it. So 2 hits.
Yep.
To random location. I'm actually not French, so I probably shouldn't say that. All right, 2 hits
to the body.
to the body. A 1 does nothing, sadly, but a
this-
3
this
does.
is 15.
That's a 15 to the body, which is a little bit ouchy, I want to say. So that's a devastating hit. So 2 pips down the track on the body. Not bad, not bad. So you're at +1 damage on the body now.
Yes. I am.
You want to quake me? Or, sorry, not quake me. Plasma me?
I am, yes. And it's got super maximal, so I'm declaring maximal fire.
Yep.
I'm also targeting your body
Yes.
with it. So it's now a strength 12 as
Right.
well.
Okay, so this means
I need
hitting
5s.
on 5s, 1s are heat, and it's strength 12 base, right?
Strength 12.
Okay, so hitting on 5s, 4 shots. Do it! At least one. I see one hit in there.
One hit, the other 3 did not.
Oh no! But you did. How many? Did you get a 1? I think you got a 1.
Yeah, so I gotta push heat on it.
1 heat. Yep. But you did get 1 strength 12 plus a d6 to the body, which is probably going to be a critical. Let's see.
18.
18. Okay, that's nasty. So that's a critical hit. So that is 2 pips down the regular track and a critical pip. So he is plus 2 damage on the body and 1 critical on the body. Okay, next up for me, I'm going to activate the Queen Warlord. She is going to target this Warhound. It's unshielded, so Immaterium Shield is no longer in effect. I am Bastion, or I am Blind Barrage, so I'm -2 hit on everything. I'm 8 inches away. So I cannot shoot my Carapace weapons because I'm too close. I'm going to start with the plasma gun. No range modifiers on that. So normally I would be hitting on 3s. With Blind Barrage, I go up to 5s to hit you with a maximal fire Sun Fury plasma. Sound right? Mm-hmm. All right. So hitting on 5s. Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that's just not fair.
That's officially wrong. Okay, so that's a miss. So 3 hits. Now I got to do random location. I think I want to do body. So maximal fire. So that is strength 12. I want to say. Strength 8. So strength 8 normally. So strength 10. So 3 shots hit. Strength 10.
Weapon.
Hits on a weapon, and I'm not long range, so I have to take that result. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That Mega Bolter. So that is a 10. I think it's just taken out, right?
I mean, I can repair it later, but yeah.
Well, I mean, it's
it's disabled.
Disabled. Thank you. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay, so next up, I am going to take the Macro Gatling Blaster. That is 6 dice. I am within short range, so that's +1. So I'm Blind Barrage, so I'm normally hitting on 3s. Blind Barrage takes me to 5. Short range takes me to 4 on 6 dice. So I need 4s to hit. Oh, too bad it's not rapid. So that's a palpable number of hits. So that's 5 hits to random location. To the body. So that's strength 7, 8, 9, which I think is nothing, right?
To the body of a Warhound? Yeah, that's nothing.
9s are nothing. A 10.
It's a direct hit.
Another 10.
Direct hit.
And a 12.
Devastating hit.
Okay, so that's 4 pips of damage on the body. And that's all the Queen can do. All right, Troy, over to you. What do we want to do here?
I'm activating the Knights, but
nice.
A lot of debate though with what to do, but it turns out my Castigator bolt cannons have the potential to do something.
Yeah, right on.
Actually, I need to check range
for
them.
You think you're okay? What's the range on it?
Well, I needed it to be less than 8, which is...
Oh, gotcha. It's definitely over 8.
Yes, but their ballistic skill is 4 up. So
okay.
I'm going to be shooting you 2 times with 7 dice.
Okay, sounds good.
So first time... Oh, they went everywhere.
Well, let's help police these dice. We got...
Oh, and it's rapid.
And yeah, so you got 2 rapids here, 3 rapids here, right?
So 2, 4, 6, 7.
Yep. So that's basically 7 ion shield saves, right?
7 ion shield saves. Yes.
All right. So that's 7 hits against my unit of lancers. So basically, ion shields plus being a lancer, that's 2 up on 7 dice, right?
Yep.
All right. Here we go. Looks like we're okay.
Save everything.
Yeah. All right. Well, that was miraculous. All right. Here we go.
No, there's no reason not to throw everything I have.
Yeah, absolutely. Do it, man.
So let's try it again.
Do it again!
With the other cast.
Pew, pew! All right, do it. All the hits. That's re-roll that guy.
And this one.
Yeah.
Both cocked.
Not bad, not bad.
2.
You need 4s, right?
You need 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5 hits. And does that... I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention. Does that include Cursed Earth?
No, the Cursed Earth only affects for strength.
That's right,
higher,
the strength. Yeah.
But it won't affect these because they're strength 3 weapons.
Gotcha. Okay, so is it still 2-up ion saves on on 5 dice?
Yes.
Here we go. Well, they just love it.
That's fair.
Yeah, hey, when it rains, it pours. All right, so you got some flamer action.
Now
yeah?
I'm going to use the Acherons. You'll take 2, so 4 total.
Because of these 2 guys in the front, right?
Yeah, so
doing the flamer.
You'll take 4 total strength. In this case, 8 hits with 3, so it'll be 4-ups.
Even with the ion
That's
shield.
with the ion shield.
Gotcha. So how many again? You said? I'm sorry. 4.
4.
And they're 4-ups.
4 4-ups.
4 4-ups. Got it. So that means I take 2 go through, right?
Yes, 2 will go through.
Okay,
so their strength 7.
Indeed. 9s are interesting, so you need 2s. Just don't roll once. Oh, well, you rolled a 1.
Yeah, but I rolled a 10 as
You
well.
also did roll a 10, so that is, I want to say a direct hit. I'll go take that and mark that off. Okay, so that was 1 direct hit against that Lancer, so I marked that on his card. So 1 knight's taken 1 damage. He's got 3 more pips before he gets removed. All right, so Troy, I think that's everything for Krytos and your knights, yeah?
Yeah.
All right, I'm just going to do my squadron here, and I think that's going to be the combat phase. Okay, so for my last activation, I'm activating this squadron of the courtiers to the queen. This guy has unobstructed line of sight. He is over 8 inches away, so that means he's hitting on 4s. So we're going to start with the plasma blast gun. I've got 2 shots. Just going to do tap dead center on him. I need 4s to hit. So that would be 2 hits, which is 4 hits. So I can't target anything because it is a template. So I need to roll random location. So 4 hits to random location. It is maximal fire, as I forgot to mention. 4 hits. To the leg. I am long range. Do I dare re-roll that to hopefully get the body? Oh, decisions. You know what? I'm going to let it stand. So it is, he's got no damage to his legs, right?
No.
So he's strength 10 on a plasma gun, maximal fire. No heat on the hits. So a 10, a 13, a 13, a 14, and a 15 on the leg.
Okay.
Okay, so this Warhound is going to fire again at that Warhound. Straight line of sight. He's over 8 inches, so it's long range on the Vulcan Mega Bolter. I am going to target the body, normally hitting on 3s, hitting on 5s. 6s are special.
Rapid, so you have 6 right there.
So that's 6 hits, I want to say, yeah. So targeting the legs, I needed 5s, 6 are rapid, so that is 6 hits to the leg. So your legs are already +3, I want to say?
+3 at the end of the critical track.
Okay, so basically strength 4, strength 7. 3s are fun.
Yeah, so you just need 3.
I need at least 1 3.
And you got it.
I think that's going to take his leg off. Yeah.
Engine kill.
Engine kill. All right, that's an engine kill on that Warhound, Troy. We got to figure out what happens. So he wasn't red or anything, was he?
No.
Oh, he's a 9, though. That's very special. I want to say magazine detonation?
Magazine detonation.
Mag det. Oh, God. Okay.
Roll D3.
D3 for how range, right?
Yeah. So
2.
So 3. 2.
2 plus your scale, right?
Yeah. So
that's 8 inches.
8 inches.
Everything with 8 inches, I think, takes a D3 hits.
D3 hits using the high strength, which is a strength 4, which is
Right.
good. Regardless of whether I've been disabled.
Yep.
So it'll take,
So you need to roll D3 for everything within 8 inches.
which is, I think,
Gonna be your warlord and my warlord for sure.
No, your warlord is outside of 8 inches.
You sure?
Unless I'm wrong.
We're gonna measure that real close. All right, so both of our warlords are within 8 inches of that magazine detonation. So Troy, would you want to do the honors for my warlord? How many hits? Ooh, 3. All right, so 3 void shield. Is this the one that bypasses voids or just regular hits?
It just hits.
Okay, so I'm gonna do 3 hits against me.
Just so you remember, It's 4 hits against him.
Correct, because of Cursed Earth, right? So I'll do D3 for you. So 4. We each take 4. We each take 4 void shield saves. All right. So why don't you roll yours since you've got dice in hand, and I'll do mine real quick afterwards.
All right, and I'm at 3 ups.
3 up. Do it.
1.
Looks like you lost 1. Yep. And for me, let's see how many I lose on the Warlord. Oh dear. That was awful. I lose 3. Okay, so 3 on my Warlord and Squadron friends. All right, so lost 3 Void Shields. I put them all on the Warlord. You lost a Void Shield. Okay, so for my last activation of that squadron, since just after that engine kill, the Warhound in the back really only has a target of the Warlord. So he's normally hitting on 3s. I'm over 8 inches. There is massive cover. I can see him like from the head up. So line of sight is blocked significantly, but I still can see him. So hitting on 5s with Vulcan Mega Bolters, 6s are special. That's pretty special.
Oh, so come on.
That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that would be, is that right?
No, it'd be, you're on 5 ups.
Sorry.
So it'd just be
1, 2, 3,
8.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, plus Cursed Earth being 9.
Yeah.
Right. Okay, 9 Void Shield saves. 9 Void Shield saves on the Warlord.
I'll do it right
Do you want to do like power to voids or anything?
Why not?
Let's do it. Do it.
2.
Oh God, you can take that back. I don't want to coerce you, right?
No, what? No.
No. We're good.
He's just a warlord. He's fine. A little heat never hurt anybody.
Little hot foot. All right. So 3s or 4s? Are you 3s? You're 3s.
3s, yeah.
3s, re-rolling 1s. Here we go.
1, 2. Did I get the reroll?
Yeah. So 2 are down at least, and then re-roll those.
Both saved. So
Okay.
I lose 2 voids.
2 voids are down. Yep. Okay, so that is kind of it for combat phase. My Lancers are out of range of doing anything fun or exciting. So we're going to call that turn 2. We're going to go right into end phase recap. All right, turn 2, end phase. No critical damage left on any of the Krytos god engines. So there's nothing to kind of account for there. The King had some 1 pip of critical damage on the body, which is reactor leak 1, so that bumped his heat up to 1 additional. So he's a yellow. He is officially now in the yellow. But that is all of the end phase stuff for turn 2. We're going to roll right into strats in order. First player and strats and orders, turn 3. All right, turn 2, end phase. One last thing I also need to do is I need to roll experimental locomotors for the Queen.
I rolled a 1.
I have never rolled a 1, so that thing goes away, and I believe I take damage. All right, so what that means is the experimental locomotors go away on the Queen. I also take a devastating hit to the legs, and that'll do it. So that's 2 pips of damage on the Queen's leg tracks, which is not quite +1 damage there, but no more experimental locomotors for her. All right, we're going into turn 3. Let's see who first player is. I think I rolled a 2, actually. Not that it matters. So, your choice.
I'm keeping it.
You want to keep it. All right. Troy will continue to be first player. I have not won the Opus a single time this game yet, but that's okay.
It's the only bad dice roll you've had.
That's right. I keep crapping that dice roll. All right. So we're going to go into strats and orders. Turn 3, strats and orders. Troy, do you have any strats you want to play?
No, I'm out of strats.
Out of strats, okay.
I don't want to do any orders either.
Okay, fair enough. I will stop asking you the strats questions since you don't have any more. For me, there's no strats I really want to play at the moment. I think in terms of orders, I want to do emergency repair on my Princeps Seniors, the King. So I need to get a 2 on that. I got a 5, so emergency repairs kicks off immediately. All right, so I rolled emergency repairs for the King. Basically, I rolled a 6, a 5, and a 3. So I basically reignited the shields, increased 2 shields, and bled a heat. So he's doing okay. I chose not to do anything else on him. So that was the emergency repairs. So I think that's strats and orders done. We're going to go into the movement phase, turn 3. Turn 3, movement recap. What an interesting game of cat and mouse we're playing here. I love it. All right, so Troy, you activated first. Tell me a little bit about kind of what you did here.
So my pretense for this one is that the demonic corruption on these warhounds just is, and Titans in general, is just angry.
Very
with
enraged.
the loss of 2 of its brethren.
Yes.
And so you just picked the biggest guy on the field, which happens to be your Princeps Senioris.
They smelled blood.
Yes, and he wants him dead.
Yeah. So you moved that warhound up here within 2 inches to kind of wreak some havoc, right?
Yeah, I wanted to get in close enough to avoid any void shields because you emergency repaired, and I'm going to do hopefully some pretty significant damage, knowing that one is
Love it.
on a suicidal charge. My warlord, I moved up. He should still be outside of 10 inches. I think, like eyeballing.
I'm pretty confident you are. Yeah.
So that could be fun with throwing a lot of plates there. Again, knowing that warhound is probably toast, and then
I moved my knights up to get kind of rear arc on your warhound, but I don't think I'm really in very good range. Then you moved your knights in to engage mine, right?
So we'll see how that one goes.
Yeah, and then I did a kind of a thing. It's like, okay, I'm going to abandon the queen because everyone's kind of going after the king. They came over, so he's going to share shields with him. He's too far away. This courtier right here is too far away, but hopefully we can share some shields. But this guy's obviously going to go right through the shields. But I get a sense that everybody's kind of coming after the king, kind of rally to the king, right? Okay, so that was movement. There was no heat from anything like, power to locomotives or anything like that. So, and the only other thing I did was I just turned the queen to kind of blow kisses at your warlord. So that's the movement phase. We're going to go into the damage control phase. Turn 3, damage control recap. Troy, what happened with Krytos?
Bled off some heat and raised shields by 1.
For the warlord, or
warlord, the warhound is undamaged.
Gotcha. So no need to do anything there. Obviously, you don't repair knights. For the queen, I rolled fairly poorly. I just gained a heat back. Gained a heat back on him. Gained a heat and a shield on him. Or a shield on him, excuse me. And then for the king, emergency repairs is not moving. He's going to shoot, but his damage control phase, he raised a shield, bled 2 heat, and, did not raise a shield. He fixed a critical, so no more criticals on the body, raised or lowered 2 heat, and then I think that's it. Yeah, agreed. That's it. Okay, so that's the board state. We're going to roll into the combat phase. Troy, first player. All right, Troy, what do you want to do first?
All right, so I'm going to use the warhound. I'm going to target your body. So I'll be hitting on 4s.
On the warlord, obviously, yeah.
My mega bolters are +1 and less than 8 inches, and I am bypassing your void shields because I'm within 2 inches.
Correct.
And I'm going to be shooting with the
regular mega bolter.
The regular mega bolter.
Regular flavor mega bolter.
Yep.
All right.
So we'll see what happens.
So hitting the bodies on 4, right?
I'm hitting the body on 4, and then we'll deal with damage on that.
Yep, agreed. So
All
4s
so
and 6s are rapid.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Ooh, that's nice. So
That's a palpable hit.
I will take it.
Yeah, it's
so
not bad.
That's 2, 4, 5, 6. So
Okay, so that's 6 hits to the body.
Yep, I'm strength 4
Yep.
with my mega bolter. You are
2 damage. Plus 2 damage.
So it's strength 6.
Essentially
and the body
strength 6. Yep.
Needs and 12.
Right. So you need,
I need 6s.
Yeah, it can happen.
I mean,
Right? Yes.
we'll see what happens.
Statistically, you should get at least 1.
I have 2.
Yeah, you have 2. Okay, so that is 2
Two
direct
direct
hits
hits.
to the body, right?
Yes.
All right. Okay, so that is 2 direct hits to the warlord's body. That takes me to the end of the track. No criticals. I repaired it. Plus, that didn't do enough damage to do a critical. So he is at the end of the track. Plus 3 damage on the body.
All right. I'm gonna be doing remember he's mutated, man. So he's gonna get, D3 strength 5 hits from the demonic vomit. That
Yeah,
I'm
the demonic bile attack from... That's your next attack, huh?
Yeah, spewing out of that Warhound.
I love it.
D3 strength 5 hits, template weapon with Fusion and Firestorm. So I will roll to see how many hits.
Yep, D3. 3. That's the right answer.
That is the
So you can't target, but you do a goodly amount of damage with it.
Yes. So
All right.
I'm going to. They auto hit.
They auto hit, right? So it's 3 auto hits. They are strength,
So strength 5,
right?
but because they've got Fusion and I'm within template, which is the short range, I get to use D10 for damage instead of
Correct.
that. So,
Right.
So I'm gonna have to re-roll another.
Yeah, so you've got 3 dice here. You're going to roll 2 more D10s against... Is it random location?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, so you've got a location here. So that is a 9, and special is body. So it's a 9 and a 7,
So that
right?
is a 14 and a 12.
Okay, and you owe me
I owe you
2 more? 1 more?
One more.
A 14 and a 12, you said?
Yes. And then that is nothing. So that won't do.
Right.
Well, so it's a 14 and a 12, but you have plus 3.
Right.
So 5, 6, 7, 10 still does nothing for your warlord.
Right.
But a 14, a 12 plus 3, which is a 17 and a 15.
Correct. A 17 and a 15 to the body.
To the body.
All right, let's go see what that means. Okay, so where that leaves us on this warlord, I took a 15 and a 17 against the body, which is plus 3 already. So Troy, walk us through what that means.
So the 15, 17 was a 15 was devastating, which gave you pulled out the rest of the pips of structure on your body, and then you ended up getting a critical off of that. And then your critical hit, you had no pips, so you've got 2 criticals
Right.
off of that.
So-
You were at the end of your track and teetering on the edge.
Right, I'm at the end of my regular track, I'm at the end of my critical track on the body. So he's still alive, but any old love tap on the body will do. All right, you have other things you want to do.
Yes.
Yes, so Warhound, excuse me. What's next for him?
Oh, I'm gonna shoot you with a Mega Bolter first.
Okay, because you've got a Mega Bolter and a Smash Attack left, right?
Yes,
Right,
but
okay.
I'm going to use my maximal fire.
This is
Mega
the
Bolter.
super duper extra special with Sauce Mega Bolter,
I
right?
mean, I might as well. I kind of want to let it go.
Yeah, do it. Do it. This could be fun.
Cold doesn't bother me anyway.
That's right.
All
Yes.
right. So we're gonna do. I think I'm hitting on 5 actually.
Okay, because you're targeting.
Yeah, but I'm.
But
I'm weapon skill.
Oh, right. I was going to say weapons. Ballistic skill you've been hitting on 4s, but yeah, weapon skill 4. Targeting.
6 plus 1 for short range 5.
Correct. So you're hitting on 5s.
Targeting the body.
6s are still rapid. Maximal fire, I'm assuming.
Yep.
All right, do it.
Oof.
Oh, dear.
A little bit of heat on that one.
A fair bit of heat. So 2 heats, right? But you did get... So that's a nothing.
4.
That's a nothing. So that's 4 hits against the body and 2 heat.
I'm okay
All right.
with the heat.
Yeah. He's... I feel he might not be long for this world. But neither is my warlord.
It might actually take him out. Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? All right, so 4 hits against the body. Strength
Strength
6.
Plus
You just need
3, so 9. I only need.
I think he's dead regardless, right? Well, 1s do nothing, so you actually do need 2s.
Well, dead.
Yeah,
The
he's-
6.
Yeah, well, I mean, a 2 would have killed him, right? So, okay, so that is engine kill. All right, Troy, would you like to do the honors? Roll me a d10.
You want me to roll?
Well, it's your kill. You get to roll.
I guess that's true.
Well.
Okay. Here's the D10 and 6.
A 6. I don't know what that means, but we're going to look it up. All right, Princeps Senioris, engine kill, wildfire, roll random direction to see which way he spins. I think he just kind of stays right there.
Which works for me because you have to target the nearest enemy
Which
or
is-
the nearest model.
Which is my guy, right? So apocs are too close, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else will hit on a 5. So let's do the quake cannon first. So I'm just going to assume center, right? So hitting on a 5, that misses. So we're going to scatter that bad boy.
to your other warhound?
Right on top of himself. It would be hilarious if it hit the knights. Okay, so D10 scatter. 3 inches straight back. So let me get my tape measure here. So we said it was the middle of the warhound, right?
Yeah.
So 3 inches. I think that's still going to clip him. Yeah, that still clips him, but 1 hit. So we're going to say 1 hit. Actually, that's probably short under void shields, right?
Yes, it's 2 inches.
Okay, so let's just deal with the hits first. So that is 1 quake cannon hit, and then the bellicosa hit, same thing, just right in the middle of him. I need a hit on 5. That's a scatter again. So that means a D10 in a random location.
Well, scatter it first.
Yeah, scatter, exactly. That's what I meant. D10 in a random direction, not location. 3 inches that away, which I think...
Still, it's going to clip him.
It's probably going to clip him. Yeah, I mean, if it's 3 inches one way and 3 inches the other, it still clips him, but it doesn't clip the other warhound.
No.
So, okay, so there's 1 bellicosa hit and there's 1 quake cannon hit. So strength 9 against... So let's do the quake cannon first. Strength 9, random location. Here we go. And I'm going to assume that's flank, right? So I'm going to call that strength 10. To the leg, so that's a 14 to the leg, which means that is
Devastating.
a devastating hit to the leg. Okay, so that was the quake cannon. Now we're going to do the bellicosa,
Which will be
strength
13.
13 because of flank, in the head. So that's an 18 to the head, I want to say.
That's critical.
That's definitely a critical.
All day long.
So that is
2
2
pips.
pips there, and we'll do another pip of critical damage there. So now, Wildfire, he spun, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I fall in a random direction, yes?
Yes.
All right, and it's a D10, right? Or no, it's just fall down scale. So fall in a random direction. I think it hits the warhound for sure. So I mean, you fall until you hit something. He's basically right there. So we're gonna do a collision damage against the warhound, right?
Yes.
Okay, so he's done all of his wild firing. That warhound took a lot of unfortunate damage, but hey, them's the knocks. So now he's done with the wild firing. Now he's gonna fall. We've determined he's gonna fall directly onto that warhound. So Troy, you owe me D6 hits of scale strength against that warhound. I'm seeing a 4. Okay, so that's 4 hits, random location against. Well, we'll see. We'll see if there's any damage, additional damage there. All right. Is that a body, right? So strength 10, 1 does nothing. A 12, a 13, and a 14. All right, let's see what that does. All right, so what that means was that's 2 devastating hits and a critical hit. So that puts that warhound at the end of his body track and 2 criticals. So he's got 1 critical left on his body. But that is engine kill on my Princeps Senioris. Now, with Praesagius, they've got this thing called fluid command structure, which means once your Princeps dies, you nominate a new Princeps. So I'm going to nominate the Queen as a Princeps, and this guy goes bye-bye. Regicide,
yeah.
Regicide, engine kill. Okay, so next up, I'm thinking I'm going to activate this squadron of warhounds before Big Daddy Krytos decides it's time for him to die. So we're going to activate this squadron. I'm going to activate this fella first. He's going to target this warhound. He is Immaterium shielded. I am within 8 inches, so I'm going to start with the Vulcan Mega Bolter. I'm going to try to strip shields. So +1 for range, -1 for Immaterium shield. I'm hitting you on 3s. On 6 dice, 6s are special. So I hit you on 3s, right? That's what I said?
Yeah.
So that is 2 misses, so no rapids either. So 4 hits to your void shields, +1 for
Cursed Earth.
Cursed Earth, thank you. 5 void shield saves. Here we go. You're all saved. You are good, my friend. You are good. All right. Next up, I'm going to fire his plasma blast gun. It's in short range, so no range modifiers, but it's immaterium shield, so it's -1. So hitting on 4s, I'm going to use the template. Just place it right over the middle. So hitting on 4s, 2 dice. So that's 1 hit and 1 scatter. All right, so scatter. 2 inches, kind of straight back. I think that's still going to hit him, but I don't know if it's going to be 2 hits. Okay, so that was essentially 3 hits. That scatter kind of just made it the template touch the back, but certainly not the middle hole. So that's 3 void shield saves normally with 4 with Cursed Earth. All right, 3 ups on 4 dice. Here we go.
Oof.
Oh, dear.
So we saved 1, lost 3.
Yeah, he lost 3s.
All of them.
Oh, he lost all of them. Okay, well, that was really fortunate on my part. Okay, so now I'm going to go to the next Warhound. I'm going to measure range real quick and come back. Okay, so that Warhound's shields are now down. Let's start with this guy's plasma blast gun. I'm within 8 inches, just on 8 inches, so it's no minus to hit, and since no shields, there's no immaterium shield. So hitting on 3s. 1 hit and 1 scatter. So let's see where that scatter takes us.
It's also right there next to the 2. Oh,
yeah.
You have 2 scattered eye there.
Yeah, I do. Because I'm an idiot. Okay. So 2 hits, and let's see where this next one goes. 2 inches, so I'm guessing...
It's the same spot.
It's the same spot, yeah. So that's going to be 3 hits.
2 different locations.
2 different locations, though. Okay, so I think I failed to declare this, but obviously it's maximal fire. So for the first 2 hits, let's see where that hits. The head. So that's strength. So those are 2 14s against the head. Wait, that is short range, so I can't re-roll that location dice. So that would be 2 14s against the head.
Okay.
Okay, and for the other hit that only did 1 random location, strength 10 against the head. So there's already damage on the head now. Is that +3?
+3, so it's a strength 15.
Yeah, so that's 10, 11, 12, +3 is 15. So it's a 15 against your head.
That should be a devastating hit.
Devastating hit, all right. So for the last gun on the Warhound here, I'm going to fire the Vulcan Mega Bolter. I'm going to target your head. So what that means is I'm within 8 inches, so that's +1 to hit. -2 to hit because of targeting a location. So I'm hitting you on 4s, 6 dice, Vulcan Mega Bolter. Here we go. No rapids, which is sad, but that's okay. So that would be 3 hits to the head. Right?
Yes.
Yeah, okay, right. Okay, so that's... Now I roll... Don't need to roll location. So it's basically strength 8, right? So I need a 2. 10. A 10 is at least a direct hit.
No, 11.
I need an 11.
You need
you're
3.
right. I need a 3. Thank you. Okay, so now it's all about, can I roll a 3?
You need 2 3s.
I got 2 3s, it looks like. So a 3, a 3, a 2.
Engine kill.
Oh my god. Okay, engine kill. Okay, so that Warhound engine kill. I'm going to roll a d10 and see what happens. Here we go. A 6.
That is wildfire.
Wildfire. Okay, I dig it. Troy, do your worst. All right, Warhound's returning in random direction from wildfire. Here we go. Okay, you're pointing kind of that away, right?
5.
So, bird.
Now,
yeah, you're
be the nearest enemy in arc, or the nearest model in arc. Would that still be your hound, though?
I think if you can draw a line and touch my base, then yes. So yes, that is my Warhound. So, Mega Bolters.
Yeah.
All day long.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and do that.
All right.
Yes. All right. So first Mega Bolter. All right. So 6 shots, hitting on 5s.
Yes, and you still have shields.
Oh yeah,
For that
you're
round.
right. I do. He got so jacked up, I forgot he had shields.
For now,
All right.
at least. We're gonna start with the regular Mega Bolt.
Yeah, regular flavor Mega Bolter. Here we go. 5s.
1.
Two, right? So that means 3
3.
Void Shield saves, right? So I am gonna, you know what? Because we're here, and because we're awesome, we're gonna go Voids to full. Machine Spirit. I don't know if I like the look of that. So, command check.
Is gonna be a 5 up.
6 up. So I got a 6. So I pass my command check. I still take the heat, but I get to re-roll once. And that was how many hits?
2.
2 hits plus 1 because of Cursed Earth, right?
Yes.
Okay, so 3 ups, re-rolling ones. I lose a Void Shield anyways. Okay, so that was 1 heat and 1 void from that first Mega Bolter.
Yeah.
Okay, Super Mega Bolter. Do you get the super even though it's a wildfire? I think you get...
It has to because it's experimental weapon, so it has to shoot maximal fire.
Okay, so it's like you can't choose.
I can't choose.
Okay, so therefore, yes. You still hit on 5s, but you get the maximal thing.
Which is still shielded. So.
Right. Hitting on 5s. There's 2 right
2,
there.
3.
So 3 hits, yeah?
3, so 4.
So
void
4
shield saves.
with Void Shields. You know what we're going to do? You know what time it is. A heat. Okay, so that is rolling on 4 ups, re-rolling 1s. So I lose 1 anyways. Re-rolling this 1. Lost 2. I think that's Voids down. Yep, that's Voids down. So that Warhound's Voids are down. Okay, so to finalize this engine kill, we're going to fall in a random direction. Troy, do the honors. You're going to fall into our friends. Yes, let's do that. Okay. All right, so Troy's Warhound is falling directly into these units. It's going to hit both of any units within 2 inches of the direction it lands is going to take D6 hits. So Troy, do you want to do the honors of giving me D6 hits, and I'll do the same for you?
Yeah, let's see how much damage House Kolkak gets.
Yes. 1. Okay.
1.
Well,
That was,
you know,
yeah.
that's not nothing. All right. So for your house, remind me the name again.
Ken Racken.
Kenraken. All right. D6.
Oh, you kidding me?
Well, dear Lord. I mean, come on, really?
Both ends of the
All right.
spectrum, really?
Yes. Let's do that.
Awesome.
So, Troy, why don't you go ahead and wound me? So it's strength scale, right?
Yeah, it's strength scale.
So it's 1 automatic hit.
No, I mean, yeah, it takes D6 hits, but you should still be able to save it.
I imagine so. It's a strength 6 hit, right?
Yeah.
So a Lancer on a strength 6 hit
3
would be
up, 2 up.
a 2 up. Okay, so let me save that real quick, or try to save that real quick. He's okay.
Oh, excellent.
Now for you, whatever, 6 3 ups.
So 6 3 ups.
This is Rock'em Sock'em Robots at its finest, folks. All right, 6 3 ups. Can he do it?
I mean,
You lost 1, and that was my damage, so
Yeah.
that's not a thing.
all but 1.
So you just take a point of damage.
No, you roll for.
Oh, right. I got to do the armor thing. Yeah. Okay. So it's a D6, yeah?
D6.
So it's a 6 plus a 3, I want to say, right? So
Yeah,
it's a
which would be
9.
9, so I lose. I get a direct hit.
It's just a direct hit, yeah. Okay.
Just pink.
Not a biggie. You shoulder checked him while you were falling, and God! Kablooey! Engine kill. All right, so that was my activation for the Warhounds. Troy, back over to you, Team Krytos. All right, Troy, your activation. What's up next?
All right, House Ken Racken's going up against Kolkak over
Yes, let's do it.
here. We're going straight into the melee, and then we'll burn what's left.
Yeah.
So
Purge.
it'll be 2 strength 7 attacks per night, but Cursed Earth means that for the purpose of your ion shields, they're strength 8,
Right.
which would mean you'll have 5 up saves. So let's see how many. I get a +1 to hit, and I'm a 3 in melee with weapon skill, so
Okay.
I'm doing 2 ups.
Okay, and everyone's in range, so it's 8 attacks, right?
8 attacks.
All right, here we go. 2 ups. I think you hit everything. Okay, so that's 8 hits, and I'm saving those with ion shields on a Lancer on a 4 up. Here we go. That's a lot of fails. That's almost all fails. So I think that's 7. Yeah? That's 7.
Yeah. So
Yep. So 7 go through, and these are rending attacks, right?
yes.
All right.
Let's see. There's strength 7 attacks now, and which means I only need 2s to do damage.
Yep.
2 6s. Which? 1 second.
So 1s do nothing, right?
Roll a 6. Roll a d3 and add it to the result.
Right. So for those 2 6s are rending. You've got 2 2s. Oh, 1 does nothing, right?
No. Yeah.
1 does nothing. So you got 2 2s, which is direct hits.
9. So direct hit, and then I've got an 11, which I believe is also a direct hit.
Okay.
So 3 direct hits.
3 direct hits, which I think takes me to the end of the track for one of them, right?
1, 2, 3 will take you to the end of the track for one of them.
Right. So that's the first one, end of the track. So now you've got 2 rending hits.
So those were 6s plus 7 is 13.
Yep.
And then
An additional D6. D3. Sorry, excuse me.
3. So 14.
14 for one of them.
Which is going to be a devastating.
Right, which will kill the first knight, right?
Yes, and
Okay.
then move the track on the second one.
Right, move it.
And then that one was, so that's 19, which
Right.
is going to be a crit, which automatically kills one.
Right, so that's 2 dead knights, right?
2 dead knights and 1 pip of track damage on the next
Got it. Okay, 2 dead knights, 1 pip. All right, Troy, so that's not all of it, right?
No, I still have the flame weapon on that, and because nothing else is. I mean, I'm gonna still shoot. I can still shoot with the Castigator bolt gun.
Sure could.
Maybe it'll do something. Maybe it won't. So we'll
Right.
take care of that after this.
Yeah, do the flame first, because that might do him.
Yeah. So we're going to Acheron Pattern Flame Cannon.
Yep.
2 dice, strength 7, auto hit. So for the sake of Cursed Earth, it's a strength 8, which you can't save against.
Right.
So I've got 2 strength 7 hits coming your way.
All right, here we go.
8, 9, so I get a direct hit, and that was nothing.
1 does nothing, and then a direct hit, right?
Yep.
So 1 more pip down the track for that knight based on that flamer template thing, right?
Yep.
Okay, now do you want to do your Castigator bolt cannons?
Yes. 2, 4, 6, 7. So these do need 6s to do any damage, but they're hitting on. Well, I'm in weapon skill, so.
Yeah. Hitting on 4s? 3s? Okay. Weapon skill 3, hitting up. Hitting them up. Need 3s.
So that's the first 7.
Okay.
Because there will be another 7 after this.
So there's 3 misses in there. So 4 hits so far.
Well, and it's rapid. So
Oh, okay. So that's
2, 4, 6 hits.
6 hits so far, and then give me another 7 dice. It makes sense that it's rapid.
2, 4, 5. So
Nothing there. Yeah.
2, 4, 5. So 11 hits total.
11 hits. Ion shield saves. Yeah.
Yes, it is a strength 3. So you're 5 ups, 4 ups because you still have.
Yeah.
It contains a lancer.
Yep. All right. So I have 11 4-up ion saves, right?
Yes.
All right. 11 4-up ion saves. I need a lot of good rolls here.
Ooh.
And that's probably not it. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 go through, right?
Is that all 11?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay,
Yes.
sweet.
Yeah, no, it's good to check. So 5 go through, right?
Yes.
All right. So now you got to roll armor.
Yep.
There's strength 3.
3. So I need 6s. to
You
do
need
anything.
6s to do something fun.
And I got
3 6s.
3 of them. So
Okay.
that's 3 direct hits.
3 direct hits. Okay, so that takes all that knight's damage off the track, so he is dead. Wiped the knight unit. Okay, for my last activation, the Queen of the Legio Maniple is now going to activate. So she's going to target the Krytos Warlord. I'm in the flank. I'm shorter than 10 inches away, but since the Warlord is the same scale, I can target with the paired Gatling blasters on the top. So I'm within 80 inches, which is short range. So I'm hitting the Warlord on 2s. Oh my goodness, wouldn't that be lovely if it was rapid? Okay, so that would be 11 shield saves. Okay, 11 shield saves. You're going to do 2 batches of 9 and 2 dice, right?
Yes.
All right, so 3 ups.
Fail, 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 fail. It doesn't really matter.
There's another
the void
one.
shield's dropped.
Okay, the void shields are down. Okay, well, that was very lucky on my part with your rolls. All right, so void shields are down. That leaves me with the macro Gatling blaster and the Sun Fury plasma. So I think we're going to do the Sun Fury plasma next. All right, shields are down on that warlord. I'm going to go maximal fire on the Sun Fury plasma annihilator against the flank of the warlord. So no range modifier, so hitting on 3's maximal fire. So that's 3 hits, I want to say, right?
Mm-hmm.
No heat. Okay, so that's a strength 10 on maximal fire, 11 because of flank. So strength 11 to random location. To the body. So that's actually pretty good. So that's a 13, a 14, and a 15 to the body. All right, so that was a direct and 2 devastatings against the body. The body is now at +2 damage. I'm going to go over to the macro Gatling blaster as the last attack for that warlord. Okay, last gun on the queen would be the macro Gatling blaster. I'm within short range, so if I'm not targeting, I'm hitting on 2s. I believe I will target the body, so I'm going to hit on 4s with the macro Gatling. 6 dice, hitting on 4s. Not terrible. So that's 4 hits. So they're normally strength 7, 8 for flank, and I'm hitting the body. So that means I think on a warlord
10.
I need a 10 or a 12.
No, you only need a 2 right now. That's a +2 because of the damage
Oh,
to the
it's
body.
+2 because of the body. Okay, so it's strength 7, +1 because of flank. That's 8.
And then
plus
+2 for the
because
body.
of damage. Right. So
You need 2s.
I need a 2. 2s are fun.
And you got it.
Yeah, no kidding. Okay, so 7, 8, 9, 10, a 12, a 13, a 14, and a 16.
Okay.
Okay, so that is the Warlord Queen's activation. Troy, back over to you. Right, Troy, over to you. I think it's just the Warlord left, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot that Warhound.
Yeah.
that's right there.
Super jacked up Warhound. So you're within 9 inches of the missiles, so we can't shoot those. But you got a Bellicosa and you've got a Plasma.
Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna do the Bellicosa first,
Okay.
and we're gonna push the 5-inch template to the far right, basically as far right as I can get.
Yeah, so
Mine.
you're hoping for a favorable scatter, yeah?
Yes. I
Okay.
am.
All right, so you need what to hit? I think you need a
I need
3? Yeah, 3. Let's do 3.
3 to hit.
3 feels right.
Can I get it?
That is 2 hits to this unshielded Warhound. Let's see where you hit him. For heat first, I suppose, right? For free, that's the right price.
All right. Let's see where I hit him.
There's a Warhound right over there. All right,
Let's see where I hit him.
let's see where you hit him.
Leg.
In the legs. So that's it's a 12 base, right?
It's a 12.
So 14 to the legs and a 18 to the legs.
Yes.
Okay, so a 14 is a devastating, and a 16 is a critical.
18. But yeah.
18 is a critical. Yep. So there's that, and then there and there.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was pretty brutal. So that puts him at the end of his leg track, and he's got 2 criticals on the legs. So that was your Bellicosa, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, you got some plasma love going here, right?
I do. And you know what? I'm not actually going to target this time.
Really? All right.
3, 4, 5. I have a 3 in 5 chance of doing something.
Yes. Well, exactly. I'm assuming maximal fire.
Yes.
Yeah.
Super maximal fire.
Yeah, all the maximal, and then some.
Yeah, it's a 12.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Okay. So hitting on 3s,
Hitting on 3s.
and 1s are hot. That's a lot of hits.
That's a 6.
That's all the
6,
hits.
6, and 5. That
Yes.
was the best roll I've done all day.
It really is. Too bad it's not rapid, right?
Yeah, too
Okay.
bad it's also not the damage roll.
Right. Okay. So no called location. So random location, 4 hits.
Should have been a call.
It really should have been. Yeah. That would have been amazing. So body, which is pretty good. So ones do nothing, of course. So that's a what?
12.
A 12.
14. So this is a 14.
14, 15, and 17?
17 to the body.
All right. So he just took 3 criticals to the body. He had 1 critical slot left. So that is super duper engine kill with sauce. Troy, do the honors.
7.
A 7. What is that?
What do you think?
Magdet?
Wildfire.
Wildfire. Okay, so wildfire on this Warhound. So I need to roll a random direction to turn. He's going to kind of face straight forward a little bit. So closest, now I need to find the closest enemy within arc, which I'm going to guess, that's going to be a toss-up. We're going to find out. The knights are the closest target, so that means I'm shooting Vulcan. I'm going to start with a Vulcan Mega Bolter. That's 6 shots, hitting on 5s. 6s are rapid. So that's just 1 hit. And then I'm assuming you've got some sort of
ion shields.
Yeah. 1 strength 4 hit, but +1 against knights for cursed earth. So strength 5, 1 ion shield save. What do you need?
3.
You're fine. Okay. And then the plasma blast gun, 2 shots hitting on 5s. 1 hit and 1 scatter. So I'm just going to assume that we were targeting the center of the closest knight.
Okay.
So I'm going to roll scatter for the other one. 4 inches kind of back, so I'm going to call that as a big nothing, right? So it's going to kind of go this way, 4 inches. So that's 2 strength 8 hits against your knights.
So 2 strength 9 because of cursed earth?
Because of cursed earth, that's
Okay,
right.
so I need 6s to save this.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't get it.
No. So 2 strength 8 hits, so now I rolled 2d6, yeah?
Yeah.
All right. So a 12 and a 13, I want to say.
So that's a direct and a devastating. Puts me at the end of the track for 1.
Okay, great. So that's it for him, and then I fall in a random direction, yeah? Mm-hmm. Here we go. I think, that's kind of fallen this way.
I don't think you're going to...
I don't think I hit anything within 6 inches. We'll do a quick
It's got to
measure.
be 2 inches on either side, too.
Yeah, let's do a quick measure. After doing a quick measure on that guy, he falls forward. He doesn't hit anything, so that is engine kill. All right, we are at the end phase of turn 3. Any critical damage on anybody?
Yes.
Okay, let's take care of critical damage and do a recap on that. Turn for strats and orders. Since I'm taking first player this turn, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to try to place, strats and orders. I'm going to do a strat first. I'm going to place a tracer cloud on this warlord, right on that warlord, right underneath him. Okay, so my first strat, I played tracer cloud there. Troy, I don't believe you have any other strats, right?
Nope.
Okay. I think that's it for me for stratagems. Let's move into orders. So I'm going to place a first fire order on my queen. She is now the Princeps Senioris after fluid command structure. So I need a 2-up to get a first fire order. Yep, first fire on that warlord. Troy, any orders for you?
I'm going to place charge order on the knights.
Charge! Okay, you need a 5?
5 up.
5 up. Do it. You got it. 5 up. So, got charge order on him. Any other orders?
No.
No orders. No more orders for me either, I think. All right, so that is strats and orders. We're going to come back with the movement phase. Okay, so for my first activation in the movement phase, I'm going to activate the Warlord and do my first fire order. I'm going to use the paired Gatling blasters on the roof. I'm within short range, so that means I'm hitting on 2s normally. I am going to target the body. So that means I'm hitting on 4s. The Tracer Cloud will give me rerolls. So it's 12 dice, hitting on 4s, rerolling misses. All right, so quite a few misses there, but that's okay. So those are hits. Let's see if we can get a few more. Not a lot more hits, but you know, those are all misses, right? Mm-hmm. All right, so we've got that many hits. I targeted the body. So on these, it is strength 5 normally, plus 1 because of flank. So that's 6, plus 3 because of existing damage. That makes it strength 9 effectively. So in order to do any damage to the Warlord's body, I need a 3. So I need at least 1 3 in this roll.
And you got it.
And we got it. Okay, so I believe that takes you off the end of your critical track. Is that true?
That's an engine kill.
All right, engine kill. All right, so engine kill, roll a d10. You don't have any redness on you, do you, or orangeness?
No.
All right. So that I think is a silenced.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I literally just become a statue.
All right, Troy, over to you. What's next?
All right, I'm charging your Warhound with my knights.
Heck yeah, you are. Okay, do it.
Famous last stand.
Yes, charge! Charge of the Light Brigade.
So they're definitely within range.
Yep, get them in there.
Moving a full 12 inches.
Yes, you get all the extra attacks.
Yes, I do. Which is great.
Yep. All right.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you're fine. It doesn't really make much difference. Okay, so you're in.
Yep.
Now you must choppy.
Yep. Using the Ocaron Chainblade, or the Ocaron Chainblade and the Castigator Warblade, I get a grand total of 12 strength 7 attacks.
Okay.
Which-
Bypassing voids because you're so close, yeah.
Bypassing voids, I do get the target for free. They're melee, which, interestingly enough,
He's just got a little bit of damage on his legs, right?
The body's the lower.
Yeah, it's easier to wound.
Yeah. So we're gonna just. I'm just.
Well, that's the Warlord. This is the Warhound,
Oh,
right?
Warhound. So he has no damage. Yeah. So we're just gonna target the body.
Okay.
The strike 7. They are rending. I get a +1 to hits.
Yes.
In close range.
So you're hitting on 2s, I want to say, yeah?
So I'm hitting on 2s.
All right. Do it!
So the first 6, they all hit.
Yep. Agreed. So first 6 and then your second 6. One misses. So 11 hits, yeah?
Yes.
So now I have to... There's no void shield saves.
So you don't have to do anything.
I don't know how to do anything. This is all you.
Yeah. So we're gonna do the first 6 and then the next 5.
Okay, sounds good.
So strength 7, hitting against the body.
Yep, you targeted the body for free.
So nothing. 7, 8, 9, 10.
So a 10.
11, an 11, and a 13.
So a 10, 11, 11, and a...
Rending.
Yeah. So give me a D3.
So
14, 15, right? Because of rending. Because it's plus. So you got a 10, 11, 11, and a 15?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what that does. So my mistake, that was a 10, an 11, 11, and a 14, which this is still part of the same attack, but damage so far is we're at the end of the body track and we've got 1 critical. So you've got another 5 dice, I want to say?
5 dice. I just need 3 more directs or better.
Yep. Here we go. That's pretty darn good.
So this is in 12,
Mm-hmm.
an 11, a 12, and a 10. So
Okay. I'm pretty sure that's an engine kill.
yes, I'm pretty sure that's
Yeah, that's very goodly engine kill. All right, would you like to do the honors, sir?
Yeah, that's what I hope it isn't.
Yeah, right. All right. D10. A 5. I believe that's a wildfire.
That's a wildfire.
This is the game of wildfiring. Okay, we're going to come right back. Okay, wildfire, I spin in a random direction. I spin backwards. Right, so I'll come back with that. Okay, so we spin him that away. Nothing's in arc. So now we just fall in a random direction. So if he falls backwards, that would be amazing. Other than that, we're not too worried about it. I think we fall into the building.
Yeah, I don't think it's going to...
I think it does nothing. So we just kind of fall into the building and die. Okay, engine kill. Okay, so that was the movement phase of turn 4. So really it's interesting because at this point, I have no targets with my warlord. This warlord is dead. Your knights don't have range for any combat. So really there's nothing to do in the combat phase. Right, Troy? Yeah. So I think we just kind of fast forward to the end phase here. Does anybody have critical damage? My Warhound does not because he just died. My Warlord does not. You don't have things that take critical damage anymore, so there's nothing to do in the end phase. Yep. So we're going to wrap up the end phase and come right back. All right, folks, end phase, there's really nothing to account for on turn 4. Let's talk a little bit about where the game is at. So, like, really all that's left is my Warlord, which is pretty healthy at this point. There's not a whole lot of damage on that Warlord. Troy's just got the Acheron and Castigator Knights. So we've been talking about this a little bit. I think we're going to wrap the game here. Troy, is that fair?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're just going to wrap here. We're going to craft our ending narrative here. But essentially, you're going to need at least 2 turns to take down my Warlord, right? My Warlord's still strong, but could they take him out? Yeah. You don't have very good charge lanes. I could just stand there and kind of castle up. So I think we're going to call this one a game. At this point, the Warlord is sitting on that objective. I believe you do not have anything on an objective. So we're going to call this maybe a Pyrrhic victory.
I have a corpse on an objective.
You do. A beautiful corpse.
It's still standing.
It is still standing. Better than it's ever been. Looking like a true survivor. So we're going to call this a Pyrrhic victory. So basically, Troy, I really like the way you summed this up. Like, this area has been radiation bombed. Like, these people they're never going to be okay. Right? I've lost almost everything except the one Warlord. You've lost your Titans. You've got your Knights. But in terms of victory points, a Praesagius victory, in terms of a lore victory,
I think the traders took this one on a lore basis.
I think the lore win goes to the traders. I think the game win goes to the Praesagius.
Severely reduced, if not completely annihilated, this city's capacity to be useful.
This city is just toast. All right, Cursed Earth. We're gonna wrap this up here. We're going to go right into the post game discussion, and we'll be right back. All right. Post-game, Troy, what did you think of this battle?
I thought it was fun. I think I made some tactical errors in the beginning, though.
Yeah, your positioning of your Princeps, you mean?
Yeah, I think I should have put the Reaver farther to the center where I had my Warhounds and basically swapped them. Mm-hmm. Or thrown the Reaver and the Warhounds over here in this little near the castle thing. I was so worried about getting butted up there, but once you started putting stuff over on that side, I could have literally just pushed through and took care of it, because it would have been better that way. Yeah. The Warlord did well, but maybe not necessarily running him directly into the teeth of a Warlord and 2 Warhounds.
Yeah, I gotta be honest, I've never run the Legio Praesagius. This is the first time ever. I've seen it played maybe once or twice, not a lot. I didn't know what to expect. But I gotta say, Warlord and 2 Warhounds sharing shields. Now, my dice were pretty good in general, but I think I think that was pretty powerful. So I hope, and I think I played that right. But that was a lot of beef of shields to kind of get through, and I think you just had a really hard time chewing through all of that shields. But I agree. Your Princeps was kind of out in the front, and so frankly, I just kind of took advantage of that and started kind of piling on. And I think, this game is usually better if you like pick a target and try to eliminate it, one target at a time. But it was strong. Like I started getting a little bit nervous near, what was it, turn 2? When you had the war hounds kind of come up on either side of the mansion, and like you stripped the shields on my Bellicosa warlord and did some damage. Like, oh, he's gonna die real fast. And so like I love this game in a lot of ways because it felt like I think the Praesagius had the strong upper hand after turn 1. After turn 2, it started swinging back in your favor. In turn 3, it's like, oh, I might actually lose this thing. And then in turn 4, it felt like anybody's game, and like once you killed the Warhound, I was like, okay, well, I'm hanging here by a thread with the Warlord. Still very healthy, but I don't think there was anything much left to do at that point.
I think the biggest defining factor was how well your dice were on turn 4 against that Warlord. Like, if your dice had been garbage, then
that Warlord would still be alive, right?
He would have. I probably would have still charged those knights, or charged the knights at that Warhound, because then I would have turned the Warlord, used everything I had to turn the Warlord, and just smashed into you. Because if you move, you run away from the objective marker that I am more than happy to sit on.
Right.
And if you don't, I'm coming at you, and I'm going to point blank shot literally everything and let my knights deal with you on the side.
It was very much a kind of a sequence of very fortunate events for me in turn 4. It's like, I got first player, right? I got off my first fire order. I put down that tracer cloud for the like. If one of those things had not happened, the chances of me taking that Warlord down on turn 4 would have been drastically reduced. So like, getting first player, getting that tracer, saving my tracer cloud to the end, getting those rerolls, and then kind of like rolling at least reasonably well, hitting that thing. I think you're right. I think that was the defining moment. Let's say, game mechanics aside, like it's a good tactical strategic game. Like I really appreciate what you did from a lore perspective, right? So they're coming in, hey, we radiation bombed this entire place. The Cursed Earth. I've played Cursed Earth before, and it always feels like it's such a double-edged sword. I kind of resist taking it. It's like every time I take it for myself, I am so sorry that I took it. But what are your thoughts there? I think you kind of enjoyed that.
I did. I didn't have any problem with taking an extra shield save every time. Like, even if I was playing low shielded things like Warhounds, I'm used to them losing their shield super quick anyway. So it doesn't. I mean, heck, I drain my void shields to boost my Warhound's speed without taking heat all the time.
Yeah.
So like, shields don't really matter so much to me if I can get in close. I mean, they're gonna die, but like it didn't affect me that bad actually.
Yeah, it wasn't that big of a defining thing for you. I think for me,
I think it actually like made things incredibly difficult for you.
Yeah, it did. I think, but with the Legio Maniple and the sharing of the shields in that one kind of core block, it was just really hard to get those shields down. I think that's the only thing that saved me. Like the Warlord that was on its own with the extra shield save, like shields were getting peeled off that thing very fast.
Well, if you didn't have the void shield, the squadroning style void shield sharing, like your Warlord and your Warhounds would have just lost their void shield super quick.
Oh, agreed.
Like
totally agreed.
You would have spent so much time trying to bring them back because I would have pummeled them.
Right. And I thought I was being pretty clever bringing I think it was turn 3, bringing that Warhound back over to or was it turn 2? Bringing that Warhound back over to support the king. And then you just kind of smoked the king and like, okay, well now my butt's hanging out in the wind. So
yeah. How do you feel about the double Mega Bolter Warhounds?
I love them. I know some internet wisdom, some like the quote unquote tournament pattern for a Warhound is the Plasma Blast Gun and the Vulcan Mega Bolter. I love the double Mega Bolter. I think it's super effective. It's cheap, it's effective.
I think
so good.
The biggest defining factor for the double Mega Bolter Warhound for me is more of so it's cheap, it's super effective, yes. Like, I understand the Plasma Blast Gun Mega Bolter is the typical tournament loadout because
Right.
it's the shield stripper and then the hitter.
Right.
I don't like the plasma blast gun. I personally don't. It's not a weapon I enjoy using, which is why you almost never see me use it.
Yeah. It's pretty swingy.
I prefer the turbo laser blaster, if I'll be honest with you, or literally anything else. I like the Inferno cannon too. I don't like the plasma blast gun, but the Mega Bolter is super fun because, it's lower in strength. There are things to fix that, and
flank or rear, like you
positioning.
Yeah,
positioning is what takes the key on with Warhounds. Like if I have double Mega Bolters, I have to really think about what I'm going to do.
Totally.
But at the same time, they may not be strong, but I am still throwing 12 dice per model at you. So
right.
your 2 dice for plasma or turbo laser or whatever it will not stand up against the statistical odds of my 12.
Yeah, totally.
And if I throw enough at you, I might do damage. And as you've seen, I've killed warlords with, like today I did, but I've killed warlords with Mega Bolters before.
Oh, for sure, absolutely.
By themselves. So it's
interesting because and Troy is one of our biggest proponents of the Warhound on the channel and in the gaming group. But for me, I have always struggled with Warhounds. They always just die, and I think it's all my fault. I'm just not playing them right. And for me, this is the very first game I played where it's like my Warhounds actually
almost outlived both of your warlords.
All right, it's like they did work, and like, oh my god, these guys are actually worth it. And so it's like, I think in the Regio Maniple, I think really boosts that. But I think, I just got to be smarter with my play. Like, don't put them out in front. Don't make them a target. Kind of slink around and take pot shots.
I don't know, man. I think you should try yourself a Lupercal Light Maniple
or a Ferox.
Well, no, I'm talking about just going all Warhounds.
All Warhounds, yeah.
Just never go wrong with a bunch of Warhounds. You take a support Titan.
I only have 2 Praesagius Warhounds, but now I'm thinking, maybe I need some more. So we'll see.
Well, because the Regia can take up to 3.
I think you're right. Yeah.
Yeah, so it can take up to 3. I very much like the use of Warhounds. I only have 2 for Krytos at the moment, with 2, potentially 2 others on the bench. It really depends on how the color test for the next thing comes out.
Right.
They may be the only ones for Krytos. Who knows? But
hard to say.
I love the color scheme for Krytos. I just don't like their rules.
Yeah, they're a little bit on hard mode, but
so it's gonna be. There's probably some changes. Like next time I come on here, I'd like to bring either my Audox or my Furians.
Oh, for sure. Well, very soon, I hope to.
Yeah. But like the Warhounds, the flexibility of Warhounds is great. I mean, we had one of the other battle reports we did was mine versus Jonathan's heavy, and I had all 5 Warhounds against a bunch of heavy class Titans, and I still held my own.
You sure did.
And I think I won that one. Or if I
narrow, it was narrow. I can't remember which one. It's pretty close though.
But yeah, so the use of Warhounds can be very, very effective, especially if I could squadron 5 at once, move them in a pack. Like, good luck stripping shields. I have more than a warlord.
Yeah, it's craziness.
And then just imagine if all 5 of mine now have just Mega Bolters. Then that's just annoying.
All of the deck. Well, hey man, this was a great game. I really enjoyed it. I hope you had fun too. I enjoyed playing against you. And any other final thoughts before we wrap?
No final thoughts. I think I thought this was really fun. I learned some more. I wasn't sure how I felt about using Cursed Earth at the beginning, but I also really like doing Dawn and Dusk attacks and things like that too.
It's one of your calling cards. Yeah.
It's just a narrative driven. I think the narrative driven aspect is a lot more fun than what's cheesy or what's bad or good for you. Like if I table turn 1 using something I thought was narratively cool, then I got table turn 1 using something I thought was narratively cool.
And that's what we're about here on Smells Like Machine Spirit. Well, folks, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for listening. We really appreciate your support. Give us a like and a subscribe. The standard YouTube stuff. Blah, blah, blah. I feel weird saying it, but here we are. And I think above and beyond the likes and subscribes, what really kind of engages us is ask us questions, give us some comments on the YouTube channel. We love engaging with you. So if you have any thoughts or comments, even if it's criticism or you got all these rules wrong, hey, we're going to get a few things wrong. We know that. But really, thank you so much for listening and watching. We hope we see you again soon, and happy wargaming.